Okay, so this is how the display content by user role box that I've already created and am using works. I guess I could give you a summary first. This menu, I show different menus to different people. So if you're not logged in, you get a menu that is more sales driven. And if you are logged in, then you get a menu that is more focused on your own particular, well, focus on the resources that you're there for, right? And I control everything on my site by user role, by WordPress user role. But the same kinds of concepts apply. Well, the same logic applies regardless of the membership application. And so what that looks like here is if we open up one of these things, display content by role. Um, the it has 7 different display conditions, and you get to set the display conditions. So you don't have to use all 7 if you only want, to display this content. Well, what happens here is that let's say you have 2 display conditions. If the first display condition is met, then the content in this box is displayed. And if this display condition is met, then the contents of this box is displayed. So the way that works in my menu here is I have my display control for the menu, and it is a display content by role. And display condition number 1 is that show to users who are not logged in. So that's my visitor menu, essentially. And display condition number 2 is show only the users who are logged in. And actually, I complicated that much further by having an additional 2 different menus that are for mobile devices. So it goes that much further. Now it's display content by device. And so in this case, I show I hide this menu from mobile devices, and I show this menu to mobile devices so that I have a mobile menu that's different and smaller than the desktop menu. Um, and then I have the same kinds of things for a logged in user as I do for a visitor. But anyway, I'm digressing here. I'm sorry. So the conditions in this case are show to everybody, show only to users who aren't logged in, show to logged in users only. Hide from administrators is something I do because I want to be able to see what it looks like when even though I'm logged in as an administrator, I want to see what it looks like as some other kind of logged in status. So you can check that box to hide it from you when you're looking, or same thing as show. Show to all editors, show to all authors, show to all contributors, subscribers, plugins, community. I mean, these are just all user roles, right? It also has the ability to set a meta condition. Now, what I was using this for is to display a message when somebody is logged in but they're about to expire. And so I used so then you set the user meta slug you want to use. In this case, I was using expiration date. And then, check if it's set a comparison operator, and choose something you're comparing it to. I'm choosing current date. This is the only common one I could think of at the time that I wrote this, so I just left it like that because that's the one I wanted to use. But you could also enter a different value that you wish to compare the meta to. Um, it gives you a little bit more flexibility beyond that. This could easily be show to member level 1, member level 2, member level 3, or whatever your WPE member levels are. And then you have one single box for your display control, and then as many different display conditions as you want. Um, because this could, you can, say, well, let's display to, well, in this case, it doesn't really matter, but all editors and all authors, right? Show it to those two user roles or show it to those two member levels. So it is additive. Um, but I figured 7 was all I needed. If you needed more than 7, we could build it with more than 7. Again, it's simple. But anyway, if you're happy with that type of functionality, where you have one box and that box has a bunch of display control conditions that you can set, and inside of each of those boxes, you put the content you want displayed. If that's satisfactory to you, um, then I would then it would be fairly easy for me to create this. And so let me know what you think.